This video is brought to you by OneFootball, the one and only place to get all your football news. Hey guys, it's Gameface here, and welcome back to episode 48 of my Manchester City career. And in today's episode, we've got 4 games to get through. The first game is going to be simmed against Southampton. The next 3 games, though, are much bigger and much better for us. Got a game against Schalke in 3 days' time, and the Manchester derby 4 days after the Schalke game as well. Followed by the final game of today's episode, which will be against QPR in the Cup, the round of 16 as well. Hopefully we'll get onto that and hopefully get ourselves into the next round yet again. Look forward to the Manchester derby, though. That's going to be a huge one for us, and the first Manchester derby of the season as well, so looking forward to that. Before we get into today's episode though, if we could try and hit 75 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. I really do appreciate that. Today's comment of the day is on screen right now, and you can get yourself in the next episode of the Manchester City career mode if you go ahead and use the hashtag comment of the day in the comments section below and let me know your thoughts on today's episode. Let's crack on with today's episode as well, and we're going to see the opening game against Southampton. This is the team we're going to go with. Edison starts in goal, Kyle Walker, company Otamendi, Mendy, Gundogan, Goretzka, De Bruyne, Messi, Aguero and Sané as our team. Very happy with the side that we've gone for here. Obviously there has been some changes, brought in a couple of different players, we've changed things up slightly, resting a few players for the Manchester derby in I think a week's time now, but also to try and preserve some players for the game against Schalke as well. So a bit of a balancing act in today's episode to kick things off. We've scored though with Leroy Sané 26 minutes in. We'll skip and we win the game 3-1, gets us 3 points. Very happy to see that happen. Goretzka scores, as does Sergio Aguero as well, and that gives us the 3 points. I've also got something to show you actually, I forgot to mention it. We have got a transfer offer here for Messi. Yeah, this is a little bit surprising. We did transfer list him. I am looking to get rid of him, and he could leave. Real Madrid have bid £86.2 million for our player. I mean, that could be interesting. I don't know how much longer he's got left on his contract, so I'm not really too sure. I think it should be a little bit. I think it's more than a year. I think he's got a little bit longer left than that. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, but I still think he's worth more than 86.2, I think. The chief executive reckons between 96.9 and 142.1, so yeah, we might have to negotiate a better deal than that. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go to the negotiation table and see if we can get around 100 million for Messi. That's what we're going to try and aim for. I think we can do better than the 86 that we're currently on. We'll see what Zidane says. We're going to propose a new transfer fee, and we're going to set it at we'll go 100. We'll go 100. I'll back down slightly. We'll submit that offer, and we'll see exactly what Zidane says. Hopefully we're not too far away. Okay, they've just matched it like that. That wasn't supposed to happen, but it has, and it means 100 million has been accepted. To be fair, I'm happy with 100 million pounds for Messi. That's incredible. Okay, he goes to Real Madrid, which is a little bit strange, but that is a huge amount for a 32-year-old player that's going down. He is going down. He's not looking great in game, hence why he just played in that last game that we simmed. So I think it's the right decision for us to let him go, and he will leave come January. Assuming that something can be agreed in the contract, that is. Okay, so this game against Schalke now. This is the team I'm going to go with. Again, a little bit changed, because obviously we've got to think about the United game in 4 days' time in the league. Edison starts in goal, Mafio, Company, Hernandez and Delph in defence. Goretzka, Foden and City in midfield. Mbappe, Jesus and Bernardo Silva as our front 3. This is the bench I've gone with Otamendi, Mendy, Douglas Luiz, De Bruyne, Malcolm Collins and Aguero all on there. So plenty of different options. Very happy with the team we've gone with there. Hopefully it's going to be enough to get us 3 points as well. Currently, I think first or second. Can't remember actually. Let's have a little look. We are first at the moment on 4 points. We obviously want to try and extend our lead in front of all 3 teams. In fact, Real Madrid still stuck on just 1 point actually at the bottom of our group somehow. No idea how that's happened, but it has. And things have obviously changed though come this game. And we'll wait and see whether we can remain top of the league. Okay, then here we go for this game against Schalke. Let's see how we get on. Try and get ourselves a victory in the Champions League. And like I said before, try and extend our lead. Got to try and hit the 7 points mark and get a little bit further in front of everyone else and try and make sure that we definitely get through into the knockout stages. So far, it's been good for us. We're undefeated, but that can all change after this game. Hopefully it doesn't. Bernardo Silva. Ball goes in here to Mbappe. Oh, he scored. What a delivery as well. That was from Gabriel Jesus. 4 minutes in, Mbappe scores a header at the back post. That was certainly unexpected. Mbappe arrives in the middle really well, and he headbutts the flank as well. And it's a fantastic bit of play here. I think it's Bernardo Silva originally plays it to Jesus. He crosses in. It's a great delivery. And Mbappe meets it in front of the centre-back, and we're winning the game 1-0. Great start to the game. Oh, Jesus has won it back. That's really good. Jesus now going to put pressure on the defence. They're struggling to cope with him. He's going to shoot. Oh, hits the post. And tapped in by Bernardo Silva straight from kick-off. 6 minutes in, it's 2-0. Shakhtar have totally fallen apart there. What has gone on? Really, really poor defending. They give away the ball far too easily, straight from kickoff in midfield. And we win back the ball to Jesus. He goes and somehow hits the post with his shot from a tight angle. You can see the way he just ploughs through them all, strikes all by himself, and then it comes off the post. It's a nice little finish in the end. Goalkeeper couldn't quite get there, and we're in the game 2-0, doubling our lead. Just 7 minutes in. What a start to this game. Already gives us a 2-goal advantage. Bernardo Silva going to play this one through to Jesus. It's a great pass. Jesus going through, looking for a shot, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. Really good play yet again, slicing them open. This time defended a little bit better. The goalkeeper keeps it at 2-0 for now, but yeah, Shakhtar not looking good defensively at all. And we could be 3-0 up, and we're only just 12 minutes in. Chance, they pulled it back. That's the first shot, I think, on goal, and they've scored. It's 22 minutes in. Schalke respond, and it gets them a goal back into this game, and already look more into this match now. Again, very much against the run of play. I can't believe that they've managed to score here. It comes from great play. I can't complain about the quality of the goal. It's a fantastic goal, but I can complain about the fact that that is their first chance. Very frustrating to see that happen, but that's the case. It's 2-1 now. Still in front, which is obviously good, but seems very harsh on us there to concede like that, but good goal nevertheless. Ball over to Bernardo Silva. He's looked quite good on the left-hand side so far. Into Jesus, who takes it first time, and we've restored our 2-goal advantage. As easy as that. We run up one end of the pitch and score. It's Jesus with the goal, and it's 3-1. I can't believe that. What a response. Just a little 1-2 here in the end. Bernardo Silva plays it back into him, takes a touch, gets it. In fact, doesn't take a touch, takes it first time, and gets it past the goalkeeper, and hits it really well through the legs of the defender as well. Fantastic finish, 3-1. And the front three have now got themselves a goal each as well, so that's very impressive stuff from them. Hopefully that can continue, and maybe we can see a hat-trick from one of them. Ball on the top to Gabriel Jesus from Phil Foden. Jesus going to continue to run. Can he find the back post to Bernardo Silva, who's injured and looking for the header. Struggled to jump a little. It was beaten to it and out for a throw. He's still injured from being brought down a little bit earlier. He doesn't seem to have really ran off that just yet. He might do later on, although we might have to look at an alternative off the bench at half-time, but nearly a fourth. Just about headed away as Jesus was beaten to it. It's half-time. It's 3-1. So far, very impressed with how I've played. Really good start, actually. You know, the way we started the opening 7 minutes, scoring 2 goals was very good. We also recovered from conceding a goal as well. That was nice to see. Let's go up the other end of the pitch and score within a couple of minutes. We are going to make a change. Bernardo Silva is going to come off here. A little bit worried about the injury. Doesn't seem to have ran it off properly, so we're going to take him off here. And I think Collins is going to go on that left-hand side and replace him. He's left-footed. I know he obviously can't play on the left wing usually, but we are going to give him a go there, and we'll see how he gets on. Come on, City. Let's get ourselves some more goals in the second half. Mbappe, ball through here to Gabriel Jesus. Jesus running through. Can he get round the keeper? He has done. He's still going. Oh, just cut off there by the defender and prevented the 4th goal. Always tough when the goalkeeper runs out like that. You have a couple of options. You can try and chip. Sometimes it doesn't work though. Try to go round him. And again, that's always a very risky one as well. Goes out for a corner. Goretzka to deliver. Again, picking out Jesus, but again, cleared away. Don't seem to have enough tall players in this squad. Foden crossing it into Collins. He wins that one, and Jesus tries to get there. Karate kicks the keeper to try and do it. Oh, Foden going to play this through to Collins. The pass isn't fantastic, but Collins still has it. Keeper comes off his line really well, actually, and in the end just about gets there before Collins, I think. I think he got some sort of shot away, but it was saved anyway. Farnus Eugenius, Douglas Luiz and Kevin De Bruyne both go on. We're going to take off Goretzka and Foden, and we are going to go with that, I think. Yes, so we'll bring on De Bruyne and Douglas Luiz. There's about 9 minutes left, I think, of this game, so very happy so far with how we're getting on. We're kind of seeing the game out at the moment. Still pushing for a 4th goal as ever, but hasn't really happened in the second half. Oh, ball through to Jesus, that's good. It's right the way through the defence. Can we get a 4th now? And we do just about toe poke it past the goalkeeper. With a minute to go, Jesus gets himself a 2nd and now a 4th of the game. It's a nice way to finish off the match. And about time we got another one, to be honest. We've been pushing, we hadn't quite got there. We finally have, it's 4-1. Mbappe's won it back and injured the player at the same time. That's the perfect combination. Going to go for a cross. Jesus chests it down for a... Oh, no. Go for a hat-trick there. Lasted over the bar. That's it. It finishes 4-1. Yeah, very happy with that result. Gets us 3 points. Fantastic, really, considering the change that we again had to make because we have the Manchester derby, obviously, in 4 days' time. So yeah, overall, very happy with that. A lot of players kind of proved themselves and showed why I should play them in certain positions and play them in general, to be honest. 11 shots, 6 on target, 4 goals. They had 1 shot, 1 on target, 1 goal. It happens though. Like I said before, it was very much against the run of play in the first half, and it would have been if they scored again in the second. Bad news is, Bernardo Silva's out for 2 months with a broken toe. I mean, surely when you have a broken toe, it would have automatically like flagged us to take him off, but no, he continued playing for the next 15-20 minutes, I think. So he was playing the broken toe there. I think he nearly scored as well when he jumped up with his broken toe, but he's out for 2 months now. Yeah, that's not good. Obviously, luckily we're in a situation where we have a lot of different replacements. He's not necessarily a starter, but yeah, just not great news. It means that someone like Diaz does have a chance in the squad now and pushes forward a little bit further the pecking order as well. Okay, some news about Messi's transfer talks. They've broken down. They couldn't reach terms, presumably because he's on 600 grand a week. So that means that one's not going to happen. We're not quite going to get £100 million, but it was interesting for Real Madrid to come in and try and sign him. But it clearly, I think, it will either be the fact that he used to play for Barcelona and therefore go to Madrid, or it'll be the fact he's on 600 grand a week. That might be a slight issue, even for Real Madrid. Okay, it's the Manchester derby now. This is a team going to go with a very strong side. Obviously, Ederson starting in goal, Kyle Walker, Tar, Stones and Mendy in defence, Goretzka, Malcolm and De Bruyne in midfield, with Sterling, Aguero and Sané as our front three. This is the bench I've gone with. Otamendi, Delph, Gundogan, City, Messi, Mbappe and Gabriel Jesus all on there. Plenty of different options as ever. Let's crack on with the game. Let's try and get ourselves a victory over our big rivals. And obviously try and keep our winning streak going as well. As you can see right now, 8 games, 8 wins as well. So we're going to try and make that 9 after this game. Let's find out how we get on. Hopefully beat United. Hopefully get ourselves a good victory. Come on then, let's go for this game. Seems like Danny Rose is going to be playing for Manchester United, judging by some of the players I've just seen warm me up and line me up as well. So I'll wait and find out exactly what their team is. Seems like Lukaku's up front, and I'm not really too sure who else they'll have in this side. I hope they haven't made loads of changes. Hope they haven't brought in a lot of big names. So far, it doesn't seem like they have gone too over the top, but I guess we'll wait and see when Mata starts this match. But I remember that when we played Arsenal, I think they brought in loads of new players at Arsenal. So have a lot of the other big teams as well. But yeah, it doesn't seem like United have. Now I think it's only Danny Rose that's the real change to this side, and maybe their right back, whoever he is. So yeah, actually quite surprising to see United keep with a very similar team. Sterling going forward, going to cut back inside. That's good. Great chance here for Malcolm. Just puts it wide. He's on his weaker side as well. Wanted it more to take the touch on his left foot and then shoot with his left foot. In the end, it doesn't quite happen like that. Takes the touch with his left foot, shoots with his right, unfortunately, and he puts it wide. Malcolm coming inside on his right foot. Oh, so close. Just flies over the bar in the end, but it's nearly kept it down enough on his weaker side. You see that shot, so much power behind it. Just lifts a little bit too much over the bar, and it's very close. De Bruyne turns really well. Matic is got rid of very easily, but saved by David De Gea down to his right-hand side. Bit too easy there, I think. Matic just allows us to go and just turn him totally, and we've got ourselves a corner here. Sterling going to go for a ball in to the back post. Stone's probably off. Goretzka's won it back really well. Through to Aguero. He's got to take it first time. He does, and he scores as well. It's a great finish from Sergio Aguero. It's 1-0, and we're taking the lead in the Manchester derby, and we're going to celebrate right in front of the Manchester United fans. Just to rub it in a little bit more there. Goretzka does a great job of winning it back off Lukaku, I think it is. And we just play a little ball through first time, and there's no stopping that. When you make those sort of decisions and those errors in midfield, we are going to punish you. We have the sort of quality players to be able to do that. We've picked out a perfect pass and the perfect strike. On top of that, it's 1-0, and we're taking the lead. Aguero, ball through to Malcolm. Can he beat Pogba to it? He has done. Malcolm goes for the shot. I think it was going wide, to be honest, anyway. But Eric Bailly just gets in front of it and out for a corner. It's going to be Goretzka to deliver. Ball goes into Stones. Oh, good connection, but it's right at David De Gea. Goretzka. Oh, well played, Malcolm. Great turn. Can he get the finish right? He has done it. It's 2-0 on the stroke of half-time, and it's a brilliant bit of play yet again. Goretzka again starting it all. He's the main man in that midfield now. I'd say he's probably one of our better players, is Goretzka. Definitely in the top 3 players, I'd like to say. Maybe even better than some of our front 3. You see Malcolm also contributing so much to goals at the moment. He turns his man really well. Marcus Rojo is left for dead, and it's a fantastic strike and a great finish past out De Gea. 2-0 on the stroke of half-time, doubling our lead there. It's a good way to finish the first half. That's it for the first half. Still in the game 2-0. So far, really good. Let's crack on the second half straight away and hopefully try and add to the scoreline. Oof, Edison had to tip over the bar. Chance there for Man United. He's going to go out for a corner for us to defend here. De Bruyne hopefully going to do his job at the front post. Pogba to deliver this corner. Can we clear it away? Sterling's in there. Surprisingly, I think Sterling or Malcolm have won it there. Okay, first change. Messi's going to come on. That means Malcolm's going to come off. Bit harsh on Malcolm, really, but he's getting a little bit tired. We want to freshen things up a little bit with 30 minutes to go. Obviously, you know, if United score, then that will make the last rest of the game very, very interesting. We have to look for a third goal, just to kind of put things to bed a little bit. So Messi will come on to hopefully try and do that. Obviously, he's no longer at his peak or anything like that, but I still think he's got good quality on the odd occasion, and hopefully he can show that now in the final 30 minutes. Aguero into De Bruyne. De Bruyne now into Messi. Oh, saved by David De Gea. It was right at him, but really good bit of play. Fantastic movement from Messi as well to get into the box and get into that sort of position. Finish wasn't quite there, but it's always difficult to open up your body enough to score. I still think maybe he could have done a little better. Next two changes, Jesus and Mbappe both to go on. We're going to take off Aguero and Raheem Sterling as well. Again, freshen up the team. 12 minutes left. We're still going for a third goal. I really want to try and get that, and so we are going to freshen up the attack once again in order to hopefully try and nick the goal that confirms the victory. Not taking anything for granted here, still making sure that we are pushing United as much as possible in the final stages. That's it, got ourselves a great victory in the Manchester derby. It's a 2-0 win, obviously could have been more in the end. We did have some good chances, much better than any chances United created really, but we'll happily take the 2-0 win. 3 points as well for us, keeps our winning streak going, and that means I think it's 9 wins from 9 now, so very impressive start to the season. This week Colin goes up to 78 overall, that's great news. Again, he's flying up in overall. We are going to look to change things a little bit and bring in somebody else to the player drills, I think, next week. But for now, we've got the final game of today's episode against QPR, an opportunity to try and get ourselves into the next round. Obviously, it's a few days later, so we will make some changes, but I still think we should have a fairly good team to be able to pick from. And let's see what the emails are saying. Diaz wants to play this game. It's not a bad idea, actually. He might well feature, whether it be on the bench or in the starting 11. Okay, on to this game now against QPR to finish off today's episode. This is the team I've gone with. Quite a strong team still, but obviously some changes incorporated in there as well. That starts with the goalkeeper. Frutschel is going to start in this one. Mafia, Otamendi, Hernandez and Delph at the back. Vieira, Gundogan and Diaz in midfield with Mbappe, Jesus and Messi as our front three. This bench I've gone with Company, Mendy, City, Foden, Collins, Costa and also Sergio Aguero as well. Obviously the two young centre forwards that we have in the squad. Both got on the bench, so both of them an option to come on if we need them. Let's find out how we get on. Hopefully going to get ourselves into the next round of the Cup. Obviously we want to try and compete across all 4 competitions in this season, and hopefully we can continue that run by winning here. Let's go, let's crack on this game and see how we get on. Obviously a changed team, brought in some younger players, brought in obviously some changes on the bench as well. Look forward to seeing how Vieira gets on yet again in their whole midfield. He looks really good, I've been impressed with him so far, hence why he starts so convincingly in today's game as well. He has however picked up a booking 5 minutes in. Not a great start, and might well mean that we have to take him off at some point now in this game. I think it's a little bit harsh on him to book him for that as well. Diaz going to turn and shoot. Oh, good save by the goalkeeper, but it's a good strike as well by the youngster there, who just manages to cause the keeper a little bit of an issue. They had to parry it wide. Diaz now into the path of Mbappe. He's going to take a touch and shoot. Oh, it's 1-0. What a start yet again. We keep doing it. We keep on having quick starts, and it's happened again. Mbappe scores. What a ball through there from Diaz. I think we originally win it back in midfield and capitalise from their error. That means that the fullbacks bomb forward. Forgetting about Mbappe, he's obviously much faster than him, and he's managed to run in behind their defence, and it's that classic pass in between the fullback and centre-back. It works so well. It's continued to work well here as well. You see Diaz just playing that lovely ball through, and it's one touch and then just a strike, and you're not going to stop that 1-0. Oh, keeper should do better. Parries it out to Mbappe, who still has it, still looking for a chance here. Gundogan going for a chip. Yeah. Great turn from Diaz. Ball goes into the back post for Mbappe. If only he got in front of his man like he did in that first game that we played, he might well have got a very similar sort of goal. He didn't manage to do it this time. That's it for the first time. Still win the game 1-0. Obviously great to be in front against QPR here. We still need more goals though in order to get into the next round. Hopefully we can still get a few more in the second half. Certainly dominated in terms of possession and chances. QPR not really threatened. I don't think they have even had a shot yet. And yeah, that means we're obviously dominating quite a lot. Hopefully we can get a second, third and maybe even fourth goal. All 3 changes now. City, Foden and Costa all to go on. We're going to take off Vieira, Diaz and Messi as well. Those guys getting quite tired. Jesus is going to go and play on the left-hand side for the rest of this game. About 25-30 minutes left of the match, and hopefully still an opportunity to get a second goal, because nothing's in the bag here. As much as we are very much in control, we feel like we're about 5-0 up, it is still just 1-0. Cilia running through. Good chance for QPR. Luckily, they didn't have to finish, because that would have been very undeserved. It's the first shot of the game, 70 minutes in. That would have been very much against the run of play. Jesus has taken it in his stride really well. Chance to play into Diaz maybe here. Blocked and out for a corner. Gundogan to deliver. Can he pick anyone out in there? Hernandez is in there but cleared away. As far as Phil Foden. Maybe going to get a chance for a shot. It's blocked yet again. Foden playing the pass into Mbappe. This should be a second goal here. Mbappe, can he finish it off? And he has done it. It's 2-0. That's it. That's the game over with 11 minutes left. Mbappe does it. Doubles our lead finally. It's taken a little while though to get that second goal. We scored the first in the 16th. We scored the second in the 79th. But it's happened eventually. That finishes off the game. It should put us into the next round now. Huge gap opens up again in between the fullback and the defence and the rest of the defence. And it has allowed Mbappe to run through yet again. It's 2 goals for him. He's on for a hat-trick. Could he do it with 11 minutes to go? Foden going to run into empty space here, looking to try and drag someone forward so he can play the pass into Mbappe. Tight angle, but saved by the goalkeeper. Obviously trying to get him his hat-trick there with 6 minutes to go. Still a chance, Gundogan to deliver this corner. Hernandez again in there, but punched away as far as Costa, who's going to try and keep this, and he has done really well actually. Foden now with an opportunity for himself, and it just rising over the bar. Come on, Mbappe, make the right run. He has done. This is more like it. Mbappe looking for a third goal. Oh, saved. Wasn't enough across the goalkeeper. Too much at him and cleared. That's it, 2-0 victory. Gets us into the next round of the Cup as well. We've done a great job in today's episode of competing across 3 different competitions in the 3 games that we played in just over a week as well. We've managed to a week and a half, I think, if I played 3 games. So, again, a tough sort of fixture list, but it happens, and so you've got to deal with it. We have done yet again very well. 3 shots, 2 on target for QPR. We've had by far the most. But we played 4 games in total, obviously only 3 of them we actually played. We simmed, obviously, the first one, but yeah, very happy with how we coped with all 4 of those matches in such a short space of time as well. Sends us into the next round. The next round happens to be the quarterfinals, so look forward to that draw. At the moment, if we go by the tournament tree, then we'll have Chelsea, but I don't think it's done like that. I think a draw still has to be made. And that is everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 75 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead and click that subscribe button as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Don't forget to use the hashtag comment of the day in the comments section below, and let me know at the same time what you guys thought of today's episode. I'd really appreciate it. See you tomorrow for some more career mode, and see you the day after for some more of Manchester City career mode. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.